everybody! Today we're going to be taking a look at the Union Diabolos WBBA store Super King Dragon version. Now, this release is exciting, but guess what else? There is what I'm going to be calling the Spark Chip, I guess? I don't really know what this is called. I will dub it the name of Spark Chip until we can actually figure it out. But this chip right here is the thing that goes in the center of sparking releases. It kind of reminds me of God chips in a way. This is a yellow variation of it. So first of all, if you buy it, they actually do give you a cool sneak preview of Union. Just to get a better look at it. The variation for this chip thing is this time yellow. Maybe it's a little bit lime. I don't know. Maybe that's just how the box looks. Yellow and gray. The difference between that, before we even talk about Union Diabolos, it is obviously it's the main release, but it's just the reverse color scheme of the one we got it from the random booster. I have no idea what these things really are supposed to do, if they're just aesthetics or whatever, but to talk about Union, oh, hey, look at that! Hey, it's the main characters, it's TAKARA and Hyuga. That's really awesome. Oh yeah, because I remember now, because Union Diabolos came out on March 14th, and because of that, that's when the release of the information came, and that's when the animation and everything. So I'm really excited for the animation, but let's get to the main topic. Union Diabolos, we're going to go over the parts for it. So going over the parts, we've got the chip, which is Diabolos, super good for competitive play. It's a really solid chip. There's also Union, which is the layer base. Now Union's not really, I would say, that good competitively. I prefer power mode, to be honest. I don't really like speed mode. The difference between speed and power, in case you don't know, speed mode is without the Union swords on it. It's just speed because it's lighter, and power mode, obviously, because it has the actual Union swords on it. I'd recommend using power. The cool thing is it's actually transparent and yellow, so you basically have gold turbo, except without it being gold and +2. I actually prefer it being transparent because there's no paint that can really get scratched, only really marks that can come off. Other parts are 00. 00's super solid disc. The disc is also painted, meaning that if it's has a good weight to it and everything, it should be also tight. Like usually painted discs are tighter than the original for the most part. It just depends. Expand, solid, bearing. Here's the actual thing about bearing. So with bearing and everything, I've actually seen that bearing, apparently the spring is actually tighter than the bearings we've gotten before, and it also can spin a little bit more. I don't know if that's just with some bearings or with all of them, but if this bearing is tight, that's going to be super good. And yeah, we're just going to take a look at it. Overall, I would actually say, other than Zwei Bahamut, this has been the best GT WBBA store release. Aside from the fact you also get something else for the new series Sparking. So let's open it and let's take a look. For those that really care for the Super Bay Logger, there's a little insert tab for it. Look at what we have inside. We also got the stickers and everything. Okay, let's get this out. Let's move it out. Okay, we've got the chip right here. I don't think we can get out of the way. Hold on. Whoa. The chip is so powerful, emitting such a strong energy that we can't get too close to it. But that is why we're going to show it through this angle, just to get a little bit better look. Yeah, super zoom on the camera and everything. So just to get a better look at the chip and everything. Wow. So it's really kind of like the reverse. I don't know. It is kind of like yellow, but it's kind of more like, what is it? It's like lime, I think that's what you say.
Not really lime. Lime is towards green. No, it's just a clear
Is it just
yellow.
Is it just
light yellow.
Is this because of lighting, maybe?
No, that's the color they pick.
I don't know.
It's hard to reproduce a color in plastic.
Yeah, and especially transparent. Anyways, it does look super cool. Showing this off. Now, I want to actually know who is excited for the new Sparking series. And actually, since I am also excited, actually leave a comment out of all the releases that are coming out. Where do you want to see me put these chips on? I guess, I don't know, that'd be a cool thing. Anyways, we do actually have to talk about Union Diabolos, but yo, this chip, can we just admire it for a second? I cannot wait for when the new Sparking series comes out and we get to try this. But let's move it. Okay, so something I actually want to show is the new bearing. So I'm not too sure about the spring, but I definitely do feel a little bit of a difference when you roll it. So what I mean by that is when you go on a bearing and you do this, you can see how long it spins, right? Not really, but you can kind of get an idea on some bearings, so. Trying to hit them all with the same amount of strength, so keep that in mind. So I'm gonna try with this one. It does depend on which one it is, right? It does depend. Let me get this on something so I have like something to hold it on to. Just look at this. Look.
Maybe a little bit longer.
Do you see how it kind of goes a little bit more at the end?
Yeah.
Like, so someone who actually knew how to hit the part of bearing, and I actually saw it went for like a long period of time. That right there shows that this bearing is really good. Anyways, since I already have the parts laid out like that, let's go start off with our first part, which is the Diabolos chip. So this is, not counting lotteries, our third recolor of the Diabolos chip. The original Diabolos, the original colors on, actually, if not counting Gold Turbo too. This is my original Diabolos. Then after there's, of course, I actually have this right off the bat, the red Diabolos. Honestly, I feel like that chip would look a lot... Yeah, there's also the gold one, if you want to see. I think it would actually look a lot better on the red one, to be honest. But just to show that, really solid chip and everything. We will wait in a second. Again, this Diabolos chip is honestly like really good for GT. Moving forward, we're gonna move on to Union. Let's talk about it. So this is, of course, the Union base on its own. Now, it does look really nice, and you notice, compared to the Gold Turbo one, not that bad. It has the detail on the parts of the sword that are actually grayed out. And the cool thing is, which is what I'll show, is that now, if you actually do have the Gold Turbo one, you can have it nice and transparent, although it depends, I guess, to the person whether or not it looks cool or not. Also, you can basically almost get something that's on par with the Lottery Union Achilles, because I just realized that these swords are really close to the Lottery one, the one that we've actually reviewed, the Holy Sword one. So it doesn't look too bad. I'm just trying to show all the combinations you can have with the swords on. Like, here's my Union, then I'm going to take off the swords. We're going to place these new ones. So look at that. For this Union Achilles, you could have a complete red one. Or if you wanted to, for the blue one, if you just wanted to have it like this, you also could. But let's move on. You've got 00 and Expand. Again, two solid parts, and I do know 00 has been released quite a bit in these WBBA releases, but honestly, I'm alright with that, especially considering that a lot of them are passable. Having it like this is pretty good. Good frame, good disc. How many stars do we got? Yeah, 2 stars, 2 stars. Anyways, let's take a look at bearing. Solid parts. Ah, man, it's just so cool. Red bearing now, huh? Red bearing. So we have red, we have blue, we have gray, we have yellow, we have everything. So what we want to do now is actually I'm going to get out the scale and move this out. So we're setting up the scale right now. There we go. Yes, it is. Okay. Diabolos chip.
In the scale.
It's in the scale. It's in the scale. 14 grams is the weight of Diabolos. Union without any of the swords or anything on it is only about 10 grams. Then after Union with the Union swords, it's 14 grams. Then after 00, about 24, almost 25. Expand is about 3.37. And then after that, you have bearing, which is about 6.20. For the video, if you are wondering, I will just have Diabolos in its power mode, however I will show it in its speed mode. Actually, I do have to wait in speed mode, so I guess that's how I'll do it. Anyways, altogether with power mode on it is about 62 grams, which is decent weight. Actually, decent weight, yeah. I mean, considering most GT, yeah, it just really depends. It just really depends. I would have to say, though, that aside from maybe performance, it looks really ugly when it is not in power mode. just looking at it. They should have added more detail to this other than making it transparent. Anyways, we're looking at about 58 grams. Oh, by the way, I didn't even get to measure this, so I guess we can. 0.7 versus 0.71. Curse you, TAKARA Tommy, making it 0.01 gram of a difference. I will be back. No, but seriously, let's get through the battles now. Test launch, 3, 2, 1, rip. Nice. I love hearing that bearing. I really love hearing that bearing. Overall, I gotta say, like, I'm really impressed that we got just some really great parts for this release. Its first opponent will be a custom combination of Master Diabolos Left, 00 Cross Extend Plus versus Union. Who's gonna win between the two? Union or Master? I wonder. Master. Okay, I will do one more battle in speed mode. This time it will be, I don't like using speed mode. It is bearing on bearing action. Red versus blue. Hey! Now you get to see the ultimate bearing battle. Oh dear God. I can't wait to go into power mode. You wanna know what? The bearing on this is really good. Like, I'm a little bit surprised. So we're gonna be putting this now in its power mode, and we're gonna redo those two battles just to show you why I prefer power mode over speed mode. And we're gonna get it. All right, Naked Spriggan, Paradox bearing, and now Union Diabolos power mode. Power mode just gives more hits because it's in the name, and I just really prefer it over speed. Oh my God. Hey, that was, I saw that for Union. I saw that for Union, but I can't tell if that was just bearing being bearing or whatever. We're gonna do that rematch against Master, because this is actually a really good one to go up against. Master Diabolos 00 Cross Extend Plus. I'm really surprised with this bearing. Look at it go. Okay, that was definitely Master. All right, now we're gonna go just back to normal battles. We're gonna do Union Diabolos against Big Bang Apocalypse, or Perfect Prime Apocalypse, I believe is the official name. No, it is a ring out. Prime Apocalypse wins. So we're gonna do another match because it is Diabolos revenge time. Hey, it's like Delta and Aiga's revenge because like it's combining their power. What's this? What is this? Apocalypse fighting back. Let's do a third round. Oh, Diabolos, come on. Union Breaker, come on! Ooh, that is a RIP. All right, for our next opponent, we'll do it against Big Bang Genesis. Come on, Diabolos! Whoa! Whoa, look at it! It got stuck. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Okay, next up will be against our one and only Imperial Dragon. Diabolos! Oh my God! Whoa, did we catch it? Did we catch that awesome burst? Awesome! I mean, not for the camera, I mean for the round, but wow! That's power. And that's why they call it power. No, I'm kidding. All right. We're just going to do it against the basic ones, just to end it off. We're going to do it up against Union Achilles, power mode, obviously. Yeah, fair enough. I do realize that Expand is kind of making it hit around in the stadium a bit. Oh my god. You know, all those, you see all those big hits? That bearing, it's like bearing seriously got revamped. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that. Like, seriously feels like it got revamped. All right, now out of respect for bullets, we're gonna do our last match against Venom Diabolos. And then I have to do my final thoughts for the day. Oh my god. We're gonna try that again. We're gonna try that again. I don't know if I sniped that or not. We're gonna try that again. Dear God. Diabolos, what are you doing? Double burst! Oh no. I feel like it was Venom. Did we go for another round or?
Yeah, because it starts to go.
Okay.
You can do slow motion after.
Yeah, I can check this out when I'm editing to see, but right now we're just gonna go through it. But seriously, wow, this release is impressive. Oh yeah, there goes Bullet. No, this is definitely going towards Union. All right. Final thoughts for everything. Actually, yeah, we can just, yeah. Final thoughts for everything. All right, so the positives to this is that, for starters, you get completely viable parts for everything. You get completely viable parts. Yeah, I'm just trying to show it. A good side shot. And just to show this a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. It looks good too when it's in power mode. The chip is good. Union looks sick. 00 is good. Expand is good. Bearing is actually really, I'm actually really impressed by this bearing. I didn't actually think it'd be that much of an improvement. Like, it really does feel like something new. I don't really think it's the spring, or maybe it could be some releases maybe are tighter than some others, like maybe someone got a mold, but it's really awesome. And plus you get this little chip thing right here. So it's really all positives when you get this. There's really like almost no negatives. Like, if I had a nitpick, I would say the Union layer base, even like the stock combo's not even that bad on its own, but in the comment section, you can tell me your something to mention. So before Beyblade vs. God, since my father actually brings up an excellent point, there was a Victory Valkyrie release called God Valkyrie. So in a very similar fashion, there was a release, a rare release of a Bay, and it has the name of the series. Well, that's the name of the pun, Super King. Super King's the pun for the series. Sparking's the name when they actually say it. Super King is the actual pun with the thing. That's the pun that's played on the names of the bays and everything. But yeah, this is not Delta and Aiga actually together in the anime or whatever. I just wanted to mention that. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Tell me what battles you want to see, like I've been saying. And as always, have an awesome and amazing day.